Hello, Monsters Abound here. Welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Immortal Empires and part 53 of my Khalida campaign. We're easing in with a battle as Isabella tries to avenge her husband's death. Spoilers, she isn't going to. Her army is, and I believe this is a technical term, complete arse. She's got a whole bunch of ghouls, which are garbage. She's got some Skeleingtons, they're even more garbage. She's got a couple of units of Black Knights. I think she's got one unit of Graveguard. Or at least she had one unit of Graveguard. Currently they're kind of taking a lot of fire. So they're not going to last very long. So our army's going to advance, because obviously we've got artillery, and they do not. Whereas our army, we've got a nice strong line of Tomb Guard, and of course Usirian's Legion of the Netherworld there. We've got Ibimus and Mittens. We've got the Ushabti. We've got the Ushabti with Great Bow on the right flank. And backing them up, we've got the Eyes of the Desert. We've got the Rock and the Chariots as well. Left flank, we've got the Sphinx of Yuskuf and some Ushabti backing him up. A little bit of a magical duel as Menkaus and Isabella throw bolts of magic at each other. We don't really do an awful lot of damage. We did kind of clip her, but she's yeah, use the Blood Chalice of Bathory to heal herself up. But the Great Bows have now targeted her, and no amount of drinking from that cup is going to help repair the massive ballista bolts stuffed through her face. It's going to throw more magic bolts, and it's going to hit Mittens this time. Poor old Mittens doesn't deserve it, but he's got regeneration, so so basically we're having absolutely no effect on each other at the moment. Well, these Great Bows certainly are. So doing a lot of damage to Isabella there. That's very nice. More Menkaus is having another shot, although he is managing to manage. He keeps blowing himself up. He just ended up with a big cloud of smoke, and Menkaus exploding himself. Banishment from Ibimus. It's going to clip a few of the ghoul units. Our archers, though, are causing horrendous damage to these ghouls. They obviously have no shields. Isabella charging into the halberds over there. On the left flank, the Sphinx of Yuskef has engaged one unit of Black Knights and is killing it very handily. The Ushabti moving in to assist against the ghouls. Some more Black Knights coming in to try and back up their poor beleaguered brethren. But that's not... Yeah, you just get it... Right, well, that's not going to really help you very much. Ibimus and Mittens getting stuck in against the army. Most of the army hasn't even managed to reach our line. They're too busy trying to kill Ibimus and Mittens and failing. The Rock and the Eyes of the Desert dealing with all these Skeleingtons and also some Black Knights. Ushabti dealing with the ghouls. Those ghouls are just going to be absolutely minced by the Ushabti. There's going to be no competition there. We do have some chariots off in the right flank. I've kind of moved them in to try and get a nice little charge on the spearmen there. They're going to get a good charge. It's going to work quite nicely, and they're going to dive on through. That worked pretty well. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. They do get some good kills. See, it's racking up there as their charge bonus does its work. But then the Black Knights move in to sort of try and pin them down. So the Rock moves in to try and pin the Black Knights down. Isabella is currently getting blatted by Menkaus and shot in the back with Great Bows. And currently her makeup makes her look a bit like the Joker. Why so serious, Isabella? Why so serious? Is it because you're currently kind of a pincushion? Oh dear, she fell off. No, she's dead. She's dead. And obviously with Isabella's death, most of her army is now going to start to collapse. Especially when it's being mauled by Ibimus and Mittens there. And obviously the Ushabti finishing off the Graveguard. I mean, the result of that battle was never really in the balance, was it? We were always going to win that pretty hard. I mean, the only unit that took much damage was Menkaus, and that was self-inflicted. So there we go. I know some people have been saying, why don't you have more chariots? The reason I don't have more chariots, and I will preface this with the fact I do love chariots. I love them as a unit, but realistically, they're just they're not very good. Well, no, they are good. They're just not as good as some other units. Like, why have a chariot when I could have another Ushabti? Because everywhere a chariot is useful, an Ushabti is probably more useful. And more all-round as well. And Ushabti you can pretty much throw against anything and they'll come out fairly well against it. I mean, against infantry, they mess infantry up. Against cavalry, they do okay. Against monstrous units, they do okay. Against characters, they do okay. Chariots, the only thing chariots are good at is charging unbraced light infantry. That's pretty much it. Anything else they'll struggle with. So it's just one of those cases where the Ushabti are just a better all-round unit, and they're so much easier to use as well. The chariots are so micro-intensive, you really need to babysit the things to get them to do anything, and they really do need lots of support as well. Ushabti don't. You just throw them at units and they massacre everything in front of them. So I do like chariots, that's why I have a few of them in my armies, but realistically they're just not as good as Ushabti. So there we go. So let's harvest some organs, I think. And Ivan Musa's got regeneration. Now I think he's got regeneration armour on. Yeah, so he's got the Armour of Eternity, which does give him regeneration. It does give him more to save as well. Is there anything else we could give him, maybe? I could... does Peter Andre have this as well? I'm not sure. King Rakash. Let's give Ibn Musa Mittens the Armour of Fortune. And that means King Rakash should then have somehow transplanting it all the way across to Lustria. Where is he? There he is. Yeah, so now he's got the Armour of Eternity. Excellent. So he's got some regeneration. So that's nice. Oh, he's got the Oberus. Okay. What about if I... What about if I trade... Okay. Rakash, you're going to have a Potion of Strength. And King Satep is going to have the Ouroboros. This is starting to look like that Fast Show sketch with the change in the pub.
Okay, so a pound, and 2 pence. That's your £2, there's your 2 pence. You fold up. You are now totally squits with him, and you are squits with him. But you're still down. So what I'll do is this. I'll take 20 off you and give it to you.
I'm 10 quid down here.
Don't get out your prayer, mate. I'm trying to do you a favour. Alright?
I'm down.
But it's fine. I think that's going to be okay. Let's just check King Satep. I think he's over here. Where is King Satep? Where's he got? No, where? Oh, bloody hell. That's King Peter Andre. Satep. That's Wakaf. Where the bloody hell Satep? Bloody hell. Oh God. Where is everyone? Right. Character names. Yeah. Satep. Oh, he's up here. There he is. Found him. It's fine. Found him. Okay, so yeah, he should be fine with that. Talisman of Endurance, Tormentor Sword. Oh, for friggin'! God damn it! Okay, fine. Lemizash, you're now getting Armour of Eternity. Friggin' hell. Okay, right, Lemizash, what have you... Oh, son of a... Fuck, you're keeping it, I don't care anymore. Screw it, I'll sort that out later. Gordon Ramsay, you're going to get Wrath of the Creator because you are a very wrathful person. So that's what you're getting. Lovely stuff. And I've moved some Mittens. Have got skill points as well. Let's... Oh, yes, attend me, and then we can get Lightning Strike. That will come in useful because obviously we've got some Chaos Armies over here. Kolek Suneater himself. Prince Sigvald the Magnificent, and of course Beronar. Yep, that guy. Good. So that's all there. I'm a little bit concerned over here because we are right next to Castle Dragonhof, and Azhag the Slaughterer is right at Zufbar, so he might come out and attack with the assistance of the garrison here. So I suspect he might do that. We'll see. We've got a few last holdouts from Vlad. We need to finish off capturing the Reichland. He's got some settlements up here. They might fall to chaos. They might rebel, but we can't be sure of that, so we might have to send someone up to deal with those. And of course, Karakadrin and Castle Drakenhof Of course we need to retake that. Or take it. And there's a book there as well. Which book is it? The 5th book of Nagash, which is going to give us more army capacity. That's a win. Immediately. Unit capacity +5 to Tomb Guard with Hellbutt, and Skeleton Chariots. So, pretty nice. Let's end the turn. King Rakash is going to take up position in the Blood Swamps. Good. The Dwarves are going to continue to fanny around, I guess. Because that just seems to be what they do. And yes, Azhag has indeed attacked me. Okay, so how do I feel about that? I think taking all that on at the same time is probably a recipe for disaster. So let's retreat. Okay, so Azhag is going to fall back. I wonder if I'm in range. Oh, Vlad's back. Vlad does come back into the Lord pool very quickly when he's got his Von Karstein ring. I think it basically means he has a 1-turn cooldown on being re-recruited, so... Although if he's stationing himself in Helmgart, he's not going to live very long. Or, you know, he's not going... Yeah, you know what I mean. Oh, we've been plagued. Our poor Skeleton warriors are all feeling a little bit under the weather. They're coughing up blood, or they would be if they weren't Skeleingtons, who can be, apparently, plagued. Okay, so High Queen Khalida has been... Oh! Her replenishment has been hindered. Rubbish. She also needs to recruit another bloody unit because... blah, 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 blah. Fine. Can't recruit anything because we're not... Do we go and just grab Piffledorf? I think we'll probably just do that. So let's grab Piffledorf. Or do I... Well, do I want Piffledorf? Because... the rest of the territory is owned by Wood Elves. So you know what? I don't want it. I'm just going to raise it. So let's just raise it. Because, frankly, having a province with 1 territory on it would just be annoying because the public order would be awful. It'd be difficult to keep hold of it. Screw that. I can't be bothered with that. So it's gone. Hatip. Level 39. Obviously, he's our top Lich Priest. Doing some good stuff. What do I like here? Do I fancy anything? Is the question. Maybe I just make him better at everything. Just be like, yeah, sure, let's do that. Just in case we do need to use him. Right, public order is looking okay. Can we? I suspect we're just out of range. You know what? We're not out of range. We can actually hit Azhag, and he's not going to get reinforced. He can't retreat because he's marching. So let's do that. But first, Aros is going to get a skill point. Let's pop that in. What do we like? Get Elixir of Immortality just in case. Keeper of Law, more magic. I mean, we've got lots of power reserves, so it's not really... Maybe just less miscast base chance, maybe? You know, I mean... He's got lots of Black Orcs, hasn't he? Let's go for Fate of Buna. Fate of Buna, just in... I mean, we might be able to pick off one of these units if they're being a pain. So let's do that. Now, it's going to be quite a big fight, because obviously... That's a lot of Black Orcs he's got. A fair few Black Orcs there. Just 1 or 2. So it's got are these large? Yeah, squigs are large. Goblin Doom Divers as well. They're nasty. Okay, well let's go and kill Azhag, because dealing with that, I mean we could auto-resolve it, but I kind of feel like Azhag with that many Black Orcs does deserve a fight. Seems only fair.
To war for Nehekara.
I kind of feel like maybe I should have taken the fight with the garrison as well, but I think it was just too much that could have potentially gone wrong. So we're going to take out Azhag by himself. Obviously he's been marching, so he's very tired. Ah, bless him. I'm going to target him with not just the great bows, but also our Hyro Titan. So he's already taken quite a bit of fire. These Doom Divers are going to be an absolute nightmare for us as they completely wreck our line. I've also deployed in a swamp, which is, although I don't think it counts as a swamp. I think it just looks like a swamp. I don't think it actually counts as one, so that's fine. Azhag charging our Hellbards on our right flank, or at least he looked like he did. Then he goes for the Casket of Souls instead. So our Stalkers are moving in to intercept. The Ushabti going in to replace them. On the left flank, we're holding firm against some squigs there, so they're going to hold off against the squig hoppers. They hit them there. The Necropolis Knights have gone all the way around, flanked the enemy army, and are heading directly for the Goblin Doom Divers to try and put them out of commission, because at the moment they are raining down little goblins on top of our heads, and that's very nasty. They've already racked up 47 kills. Azhag's all over the place. Now he's going after Setep. He's not going to catch up with him. Setep's going to use his Tormentor Sword to root Azhag in place. There we go. He's not going to get any more. And then we're going to target him with our archers, see if we can do some damage. The Hyro Titan and the Arachnarok Spider are going toe to toe. Or, I mean, the Arachnarok Spider doesn't have toes, but you know what I mean. We've got a couple of units of Black Orcs on the right flank, and the Necropolis Knights have just reached the Goblin Doom Divers and put them out of action, which is good. As you can see, the Goblin Doom Divers have already racked up 73 kills, and these guys have racked 51 kills up, so we need to get rid of those immediately. And the Necropolis Knights have done fantastic work there by killing creatures far smaller and weaker than they are. Nice work there, lads. And these units that were chasing them have decided to stop chasing them and go back to the fight. So Setep has engaged these 3 units of Black Orcs by himself and killed 60 so far. Does help that our archers are raining down fire on top of them at the same time. So that's very nice. Now our Tomb Guard moving in to intercept, sort of back up their king, surround the Black Orcs and wipe them out. The Arachnarok Spider has run away and is now the target of our great bows. We're going to see if we can drive it off for good. Ushabti receiving a charge from some Squig Herd. They're also embroiled in combat with a unit of Black Orcs, and although obviously the Ushabti are good against infantry, these Black Orcs are just very nasty. So as you can see, the Ushabti are struggling, although they are winning. The Arachnarok Spider's had enough shots fired into it, so it's decided to flee. It comes back, but we're going to keep the pressure up, keep firing on it, and it should eventually break and run. Azhag is losing a lot of health. We've been spirit leeching him a lot, and he's now embroiled in combat with our Necropolis Knights, who have come back from dealing with the Doom Divers, and our Stalkers. So they're dealing with them, as well as some Black Orcs who have decided to run away. Very sensible. A few units of Black Orcs coming to the fight. Some of these Black Orcs get hit by fanatics. I'm fairly sure there'll be words had after the battle, if anyone survives, which of course they won't, because his army was marching, so they will be wiped out at the end of the battle. So Setep is just chasing down some goblins, and there we go. The enemy army has broken and routed. This unit of Black Orcs routed without even taking any damage. Azhag has not died. We're going to try and pick him off with a Spirit Leech, as well as our Great Bows, but unfortunately it does look like he is going to get away. So that's Azhag's army wiped out. And I think we're probably going to take the replenishment, because we took a little bit of damage there. And we need to be in tip-top fighting condition to take Dragonhof Castle. And of course we've got the Green Skinner. So King Satep now has 30% magic resistance. And he's also a good attacker, but we already knew that. Can we maybe get into our own territory? We can get into Schwarz. If we do that, we should get that replenishment. There we go. And King Satep has got a skill point, which... I mean, his Ushabti are almost rank 7, so maybe we go for Ancient Stone. Let's do that. And we get the replenishment. We can lay siege to Castle Dragonhof next turn. Although Jacob Steinhof is now threatening Waldenhof, and Waldenhof, yeah, the public order there is not. It's not the best. Could be better. I'm not particularly worried too much about losing these settlements, to be honest. My objective is kill Vlad, take Musalon, win the campaign. That's the objective at the moment. So it doesn't matter really in taking territory. I mean, we've already got quite a lot of territory anyway. So I'm not really... I mean, I've literally got more money than I know what to do with. So that's not too much of an issue. I think we're going to get Ivy Moose and Mittens. I think we're just going to go and kill Vlad again. Well, you say that, Vlad. But I think I'm just going to auto-resolve that one because you're dead again. So I'll see you next time. We've got the Golden Mask of Carnut. Death's foul taint hangs heavy from Prince Carnut's elaborate death mask, gripping the hearts of those who gaze upon it, freezing them in terror. Oh, okay. Menkhaus. Got a skill point. What do I like? You know what? Replenish troops. I think that's what we're going to go for because we're going to need it. Especially if we're going to be heading into this, basically. I'm sure the Wood Elves are at war with the Warriors of Chaos. I'm pretty sure everyone is. Yeah. Yeah, everyone is. Except the Cult of Pleasure is at war with them, but apparently they kind of like them. We can see that the Cult of Pleasure now control the vast majority of Ulthuan. That's a problem, but only so much as if I were to keep playing the campaign. I'm only heading for a long campaign victory condition because I want to start a nice Beastman campaign next. That's what we're going to be doing. So I'm just, obviously dealing with the Cult of Pleasure and Skrulk as well. But although I feel like once I'd pacified the old world, sending all my armies over to deal with those guys would not be too much of an issue. Although we need to wipe out the greenskins first. That would be, well, no, we're not going to do that. Anyway, Pashidu, you've got a skill point. We are over my dead body. And yep, you are dying from plague. That's not good. It's not good at all. If we... Are you... Yeah, well... What about if you... No, okay. Just camp out. Just do your best, alright? Just do your best. And just to help replenish troops for when you get over your flu. Yeah. Now hopefully this won't spread, but it can and probably will, so I've got to be a little bit careful. Because obviously with two armies here, if I were to lose one of them, I've lost 50% of my fighting strength. Although, I'm fairly sure one army would be okay, but still, I don't want to. Voktem. They have served me well. They have, haven't they? Let's go for Fate of Buna. Let's do that. So that's a bit of a problem. It's not the end of the world. Limizash, you just stay there. They still haven't taken Zaltek. I'm not entirely sure why, but fine. That's a thing. Desk Head. I'm half tempted to sort of send you north. I wonder where Archaon is. So let's move. Okay, they've got. Okay, so Vlad have got Marienburg and Grunzint, so we need to deal with that as well. But so far so good. If we can grab Eelheart, then we're looking pretty good. Let's build some more pyramids everywhere because the Empire really is Lacking pyramids. That's one thing it is lacking. Can we kill... I kind of want to kill these... Yeah. Success. Nice work. Killed the ghost. You are a ghost buster. We do have that army we need to deal with. That has lots of... To be honest, getting another... If I can get Castle Dragonhof, that will give me another army, because Castle Dragonhof has what I think is the last good book. It gives army capacity +1, unit capacity +5 for Tomb Guard with halberds, and Skeleton Chariot. The others are naff, so we won't not overly bothered about that. But getting Castle Dragonhof would be good. So do need to do that. Do need to do this siege as well. I mean, this doesn't... I mean, I should be able to... You know what? I'm going to do that now. We can quickly take this city. It'll free up another army, which means we can then move them to the front rather than having to deal with catching up with some of these settlements to the rear. And we'll have the Black Mountains under our control. We've only got a couple of siege towers, but I think that's more than enough to deal with this army. They've got a lot of Black Knights, but that's pretty much it. So already we're knocking on the door. These Graveguard looking a little... Well, actually they're looking quite feisty, aren't they? Look at that there. We're giving a little cheer towards the gate. Wouldn't be so so eager if I were you guys. So siege towers are going to hit on the right and left of the gate. And then our infantry, probably the halberds will split off and climb the gates, or climb the towers to help out. Our archers are opening fire. They're going to do a lot of damage, and the gate's down. Finally, I mean, I say finally, the gate was down pretty quickly, so that was pretty good. There's a vampire, death magic, and of course the necromancer, who is the general of the army. War Sphinx is not entirely sure what to do at first, but they finally, there they are. They finally found their feet, and a lot of the enemy units lose theirs. So the enemy's throwing a lot of Black Knights our way. I think they've got they've got several units of the bloody things. There's another unit there, another unit there. Currently a unit in gate, yeah. So there's quite a few Black Knights. Our Stalkers getting stuck in. They come through the gate. And Halbards moving to reinforce the siege towers that have reached the wall. We're fighting some ghouls here. That's not going to be a difficult fight for our Tomb Guard. They're going to win that very handily. Over on the other side, pretty much uncontested. But some Graveguard have... Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was right. Graveguard. Graveguard have moved in. No, they're just jogging past us at the moment. They're going to think twice, and then finally get stuck in against us. And our infantry now charging in to assist. More Black Knights charging in. So there is Peter Andre. How are you, Peter? Doing well? Good to see that. So he's constantly using his Desert Strike and also his heroic blow, I think it is, which occasionally increases his weapon damage to about 900, I think, and then he starts really wrecking face. You can see he's up to 76 kills already. Now the War Sphinx up to 43 now. Going to get a lovely little charge through there. That's going to kill. Yep, that killed a couple. Our infantry is just hacking their way slowly through the huge mob of vampire troops. So we've taken one tower. That's now out of operation. And there is just a few ghouls still doggedly hanging on, although not for very long. Taking a lot of damage.
Sacrifice them!
Now our units are freed up from the wall. They're going to come down and assist and sort of envelop the enemy army. More Black Knights charging in, as if we didn't have enough. However, they have to keep throwing units at us because we keep killing them. As you can see, there's a lot of dead Black Knights lying on the ground. And Peter Andre up to 120 kills. 121. Tomb Guard creating a little beachhead, trying to force their way out, but more Tomb Guard coming in on the left flank, and these units of Tomb Guard are going to back us up on the right just as soon as they finish off these Crypt Ghouls.
Of course.
I mean, if we need them by then, because the enemy numbers are dropping very, very rapidly. And the army is very, very close, I think, to just collapsing through army losses. Peter Andre up to 141 kills.
Obey me. Yes.
And basically there's nothing that can stop these War Sphinxes. They are just absolutely wrecking the enemy army. There we go. Heroic Killing Blow and Tomb Strike both being used, and that boosts his attack up to a weapon damage up to 859.
Very well. Forward.
And at that point he's basically just a wrecking ball. Anything that gets in his path just dies very, very quickly. You can see the enemy army is now collapsing. We're finally freed up on the wall, so we can move these units in, but they are no longer required because there's not actually that many undead left to kill. There is a Vampire Lord currently hanging out at the city centre, but yeah, he's just going to collapse through army losses before we reach him. This should free Peter up to do some good elsewhere. Good, that's very useful because now King Peter Andre and Fluffy can head over to Sylvania and help Satep out because he bloody needs it. Let's occupy Carrick Herne there.
Bless me.
And King Peter Andre is a campaigner, which is going to help. I mean, ooh, Amulet of Preservation is very nice, so we've got that one as well. Good, good. And Public Order here is going to be a little bit rubbish for the moment, but it will get better. So that should be fine. Vampiric Corruption is dropping rapidly, so that's good. What do I want here, if anything? Iron? Don't really need it. I mean, Moru Shabti seems fine. Maybe one of those. Yeah, why not? Why not? Why the hell not? Peter Andre, you've got a skill point. We got 31. What's your army like? You don't have any Ushabti. You do have these Stalkers though. I think you've got Dune Rider, which increases. Yeah, that does the Stalkers as well. Ancient Stone does work for the Kemrian War Sphinx though. So let's get that. Let's do that. Okay, that's looking pretty good. With Prince Ramneref, you've got a skill point as well because you assassinated that ghost. So why don't you assault garrisons as well? Seems fine. King Thutep. Yes, we're going to head. Yes, you. Oh, that's what you were doing. Yes, I remember. I'd completely forgotten he was there. I think we can just auto-resolve that. Whoa, ouch. We lost a Tomb Guard. Oh well, never mind. Do I want to capture this? I mean, I guess we'll take it. I mean, we can just get another Tomb Guard just like that, so that really is not a problem. Thutep, you've got a skill point. Let's give you a Skeletal Steed. That way you're on your way to your own Kemrian War Sphinx. I bet you're just jealous of everyone else at the moment. So we do need to take Oakenhammer and Zufbar. We need to drive the greenskins out of the mountains. Maybe we could get... Hello, Grimgore.
You dare approach me?
I do. But you still don't want a treaty or anything. And we are untrustworthy. Our reputation has slowly increased. Can we maybe... the Bretonians... Oh, I only got 2 settlements. That's... Yes. So it looks like you've just got your home provinces. That's all you've got. Do you, though? Because you don't have a port, by the... Oh, no, I can trade with you. Can I... Do you want some trade?
You ask for a boon.
I do. How about trade? An agreement, then. Bring out the wine. 1532. Bordelot will do for this occasion. Yes, indeed it will, because there won't be any more of it, because Bordelot is currently a smoking ruin. We can't... Have I got an aggression pact with them? I can't flipping remember. No. But they don't want to give me one. But we do have a trade agreement, so that's good. Order of Lawmasters.
You can know no rest, but must you plague me?
Yes, trade agreement. Oh, come on. What about if I give you a crap load of money? I mean, it'll help with your pushing back the course of pleasure, potentially.
If I must.
I drive a hard bargain. Do I really? Are you sure? I'm fairly sure that was a very good bargain. So let's go for public order at the Black Mountains, because that's going to be that's going to come in useful. And otherwise, I think we're fairly good. So we've taken out Piffeldorf because we don't want it. We've captured the Black Mountains. We've dealt with Azhag. This is slightly problematic. I might need to get... I mean, we do have 2 armies over here. Thutep and Satep. So maybe we can... I think we can... So that means that Peter Andre can maybe head north with Ibermoose and Khalida to kind of clear out the chaos, finish off the last few settlements up here, and grab Moussalon. I think that's the plan. That is the plan. Whereas Lemizash and Rakash are going to hold on for dear life to the Vampire Coast, because we do need the Vampire Coast to win the campaign. Stunning stuff. So there we go. That's where I'm going to leave it. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.